Namaskar, I'm Ranit and welcome back to my channel, The Bong Connection. So, I finally watched Tu Jhoothi Main Makkaar at the theatres last Saturday, and I'm here to talk about the spoiler review of the movie. I'm going to talk about it, but I'm also going to do reactions to the last two songs from the movie as well, which I've already watched at the theaters, by the way. So, this is the first time, to be frank, like I have never done this before. So I'm first going to talk a little bit about the movie, what I've thought about it, my thoughts, my last thoughts, final thoughts, and then I'm going to react to the last two songs from the movie. So guys, if you want to skip from the whole review section to the song section, I think you can just do that, but I will not recommend that because I have a lot of good things to talk about this movie. So yeah, stay tuned. So let's start off with the review for the movie. I really enjoyed this movie. So when the movie started off, the first half was a little bit wonky for me because I felt that though the characters were really interesting, all the characters in the movie were really interesting, it was a little too much and the comedy fell flat for me. And the scenes where, the kind of relationship they were trying to establish between Shraddha and Ranbir, it felt a little too rushed, or I don't know, something was really off about it. When they were just flirting with each other, I liked those portions. There were portions which I really thought were going too overboard, like the monologue that Ranbir has throughout the first half. Like, he has so many monologues that there is a point in time where where his friend, played by Bassi, says that कोई इसको रोक लो यार, कोई इसको रोक लो, इसका मुंह बंद कराओ. Even Shraddha says बस बस चुप कर. So that was my feeling as well, because he was just talking and talking and talking. He was not even breathing, and it was too much. Like, if you hear it for the first time, it's okay. Like, you get the deja vu feeling of Kartik Aaryan from Pyar Ka Panchnama. But then if it was just getting continued throughout the first half, and I was like, now I'm not understanding what he's trying to say. Like, the whole feeling and connection gets lost there. So I was not feeling it. Okay, the first half was totally average for me, but then they picked up really quickly in the second half. I think towards the finale of the first half, the twist that comes in the first half is where they pick it up, and the story becomes really interesting. So does the chemistry between Ranbir and Shraddha also gets very interesting. You start believing in them. In the first half, it was getting a little bit difficult for me to believe in the love story. They were looking great together. There were scenes where I felt like, wow, this is cool. This is so cute. There's a scene where Shraddha Kapoor is just gulping down food, just stuffing her mouth with her food, and she's not behaving like a lady. And that is where Ranbir Kapoor falls in love with her. There are many scenes. There's a first amazing mass dance number in the first half, Maine Pi Rakhi Hai, which is already released. You guys have already watched. That is one of my favorite dance numbers from this film now. And I have a lot of thoughts about it. I'm going to discuss that in the reaction section. Yeah, I absolutely loved Shraddha Kapoor in this movie as well. I thought that it's her career best performance in this movie. The second half especially surprised me more in terms of Shraddha Kapoor's performance, because if you don't have strong leads in the movie is going to fall flat some way or the other. You will not feel connected to the characters, right? But Shraddha did a great job. Ranbir Kapoor, this is just walk in a park for him, because this is the kind of character he has been playing throughout his earlier years, and he is just so natural with this character. It's like he was born to play Rohan's character, and I loved him in this movie. He is so cool and casual and very funny. His one-liners are very funny, and so is his friend. The supporting characters are fabulous. His friend, played by Bassi, is just fabulous. His one-liners and his frustration of not able to come out of his marriage is so damn funny. Though I felt like his character could have been explored more in terms of his marriage dynamics with his wife. But still, I enjoyed him for his solo outing. Like, whatever he was in his individual personality, that shined a lot, and I really enjoyed him in this movie. Dimple Kapadia, in the first half, she was a little over the top, but then I started liking her more in the second half, especially in the last half an hour. You will have a gala time in the last 20 minutes. I'm telling you, it's hilarious, it's chaotic, it's messy, but it's funny as hell. We were like laughing our hearts out. There's a lot of confusion in the second half as well because of the kind of storyline they have. I really, really, really enjoyed that. There are special appearances, appearances by Kartik Aaryan and Nusrat Bharucha, which were fabulous. I thought they were really, really thoughtfully placed in the film, and the way they turn out, they play out, is really fun to watch. The chemistry between Ranbir and Kartik is really, really fun to watch as well, and it was really the like one of few of the funniest scenes we have is the interaction between them. There's a scene where Nusrat gets very emotional and tries to lure Ranbir Kapoor's character, but he doesn't give in. He starts crying. His facial expressions are so darn funny. Ranbir Kapoor is his funniest best in this film, I'm telling you. The songs of the movie are the highlight. I can watch this movie just to watch all the songs again. And I'm not only talking about one song in particular, I'm talking about all the songs in this movie. They are fabulous. The dance songs, the romantic songs, the sad songs, everything is just fabulous. I now am having very much a hard time deciding on my favorite song. Like, I thought that Pyar Hota 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 Kai Baar is my favorite one, but then I watched Oh But Be That There a few days before the movie released, and I fell in love with it. And then when I watched the movie, I watched Maine Pi Rakhi Hai, and then another special song that they released at the end, that is Jaadui, which is equally beautiful. I think all the songs from this movie are bangers. So far, if I rate all the songs in order, I think Show Me the Tumka very sadly comes at the last, because at first I thought it will be Maine Pi Rakhi Hai, but then it has become a huge banger. I have been listening to it on loop, and I think it's one of my favorite songs now. So, yeah, I think I've been listening to Maine Pi Rakhi Hai more than Show Me the Tumka, though I really, really enjoyed Show Me the Tumka, but Maine Pi Rakhi Hai is my new favorite right now. But my absolute favorite is Oh Pe Dard Diya. I think that is a song which is so beautiful, so powerful, and so emotional at the same time, and it's very crucial in the movie. I thought none of the songs were misplaced. It was just all carefully placed in the movie, and it's after a long time we are watching songs which are just not out there, like random songs playing in the movie. It makes sense, it flows with the movie, so that was really good. The characters, as I already said, supporting cast is fabulous. The little girl, I forgot who the little girl's actor is, because she was fabulous. I loved her in this. I need to know her name. Where is the I can't see her name. She was fabulous in this. I think Mickey's niece, she had the one liners which were, even the dialogue delivery was even better than really good actresses we have nowadays. Like, she was so natural. I think she has a great future in the movie industry. She was so fabulous. All the characters, especially Dimple Kapadia, also the sister of Ranbir Kapoor, played by Hasleen Kaur, she was really good. Bonnie Kapoor was actually very funny, and especially he had no dialogue in the first half, but in the second half, towards the end, he was just out there. He was so funny. His deadpan delivery was just out there, and I just enjoyed that. I really, really loved that. The chemistry between Shraddha and Ranbir was scintillating. I really, really, let's talk about that emotional scene where they both broke down and they finally confronted each other. That is my favorite part about this movie, because I feel that the kind of conversation they were having is really, really realistic, practical, and very, very relatable. Like, all the couples have this problem, and the problem that they had was Shraddha Kapoor couldn't adjust with Ranbir because of his family. Ranbir is a very family-oriented man, and he wants to stay with his family, but Shraddha wants to stay alone with Ranbir in a different flat, in a different house, and she wants him all to herself. So yeah, she will be going to visit their family and everything, but she wants her own space, which Ranbir's family was not giving. And she knows that if she stays with him, it's not going to make her happy, and if she leaves him, it's going to break her heart as well. So what should she do? So uh, she goes to this person who is into breakups, who does breakups, and that actually is Ranbir Kapoor himself. He's the one who does the breakups, and Shraddha doesn't know about it. So and then they both fall into chaos and everything else. So you go and watch the movie, you will understand rest of the data. If you have already watched, you know what it is. Very complicated at the same time, very complex and important topic to discuss. For the very first time, a Luv Ranjan film is not sexist. It's not only saying that female characters, it's not establishing female characters as villains. They have really good balance of reasons that they both are facing problems for. Like, I was in a dilemma when I watched them fight with each other. It was so personal, so heavy, and so powerful. And that performance there, the performances shined a lot. Shraddha Kapoor has improved so much. I'm so proud of her. I feel that I have been supporting her for a long time now, since her first movie till now. And I was waiting for her to give a really good performance, and this is the movie which really establishes her as a good actress. I think she has more ways to go. Stree is the one where she did a great job, but this one, she knocked it out of the park. Her expressions, she was so funny. Her intentions, the sad portions, the angry portions, the funny portions. She was actually funny in parts as well. I really enjoyed her performances, and she danced like a dream. I love her as a dancer. She's one of the best dancers we have in the industry. So yeah, just I'm waiting to react to Maine Pi Rakhi Hai. Ranbir Kapoor, on the other hand, is just a veteran now. I feel like he is the star of these kind of films. He's as good in the comic timing like he's good in the emotional scenes. Their breakdown scene is my favorite, and it's going to remain like it's very comparatively strong. It gives good competition to the breakdown scene between the confrontation scene between Varun and Kiara in that movie Jug Jug Jio. That was also a really good scene. So yep, you should definitely go and watch this movie because this is worth it. First half is little tiresome, but you will get a worth of your money in the second half, and it's totally paisa vasool, and you will come out laughing and smiling because it's a beautiful movie. It is a beautiful movie. I really enjoyed this movie. Let's get right into the songs. I cannot wait to watch this. The first song is Maine Pi Rakhi Hai. This is sung by one of my favorite singers, Shreya Ghoshal and Divya Kumar, which was a surprise for me when I watched it at the theaters. This is this is composed by Pritam Da, and lyrics are by Amitabh, Bhattacharya, and director of choreography is Bosco. Here is my reaction in 3, 2, 1, and go. I'm going to dance my heart out in this, okay? I already learned the choreography.
रात ये करम जली रात, ये सनक चढ़ी रात, बेशरम बड़ी है। आज करेगी मेरे साथ ये कोई खुरापात, पीछे ही पड़ी है।
Oh, that was so smooth. Loved her moves.
ये करम जली रात, ये सनक चढ़ी रात, बेशरम बड़ी है। आज करेगी मेरे साथ ये कोई खुरापात, पीछे ही पड़ी है। होनी तो कोई गलत बात, पक्की है मैंने पी रखी है, मैंने पी रखी है, मैंने पी रखी है। रच के आज मैंने पी रखी है, मैंने पी रखी है।
This is so good.
गलती है मौके की, मेरा दोष नहीं है। कितनी टिकाई है मुझे होश नहीं है। होना क्या होना अब 90 ml से, लीटरों में पी के भी संतोष नहीं है। सखी और पिलाने को मरे जा रहे लड़के, कैपेसिटी के मामले में सारे है कड़के। पी के भी चोटी का रहा, साथ ले जाऊंगी गिरे पान पकड़ के। पर ये इनायत कल सुबह तक की है, मैंने पी रखी है, मैंने पी रखी है, मैंने पी रखी है।
And to think that when this released at first, I didn't like it that much. Yeah, when it released, I heard a little bit of it in like I think before I went out for the for watching the film, I think I heard a little part of it somewhere, and I didn't like it that much. I was like, I think this is my least favorite song, and it was my least favorite song because so the vocals of Divya Kumar, I never expected him to sing a song like this. Okay, I have been hearing his voice in classical numbers, in Qawwali numbers, in raw Punjabi numbers, and his voice is so powerful and husky and so different. I really enjoyed his voice in those kind of songs. To expect a singer like that to sing a song like this is the least expected thing for me. It was a surprise, total surprise and total shock. And towards the beginning, I was not liking his voice. Like I thought that his voice didn't go well with the song. He's a stupendous singer and he sang his heart out in the song, but I was not enjoying him. I was not feeling him somehow. Okay, but hear me out. Hear me out. Then I went to the theaters. I listened to the song again at the theater at the big screen. I saw the video at the big screen. I fell in love with Shraddha, of course, for the move. She had killer moves. The choreography is just chef's kiss. This is a far more better choreography than Show Me the Thumka, and I thought nobody can top that. Okay, and they topped that with this. This is more classy, and this is massy, classy, and there's so much fun. The more you listen to it, the more catchy it becomes. The catchier it becomes. Divya Kumar's voice fits perfectly now. For me, I think I enjoy this song more so because of his voice and Shreya Ghoshal's voice. Shreya Ghoshal can sing any kind of song, hence proven yet again. Chikni Chameli, this one, and so many other songs she has sung. So yeah, I loved it. Shraddha Kapoor danced and looked like a dream. Her costume, her moves, her grace, her personality, her charm, her screen presence is just electrifying. My favorite move is this. This is my favorite move. I can do it all day long, but the way she did it, so much power, and the thrusts were so much powerful yet so graceful. She had a smile on her face, but she was doing these powerful moves. Like wow, I loved it, loved it, loved it. And then Ranbir Kapoor came in with his charisma and his electrifying moves as well. He is so good. He's so smooth. I think he's the smoothest dancer I have seen. He does it with so much casual attitude. It feels like he's doing nothing and yet he does so much. So I loved it. And then this is one of my favorite songs. I think it's in top 3 right now for this album. Okay, let's react to the last song, that is Jaadui, another beautiful song. This is sung by Jubin Nautiyal and composer Pritam Da, and the lyrics are by Amitabh Bhattacharya. Let's react to this. And it's a spoiler song, by the way. It's the last song in the movie. So if you have not watched the movie, don't watch the song with me. Go and watch the movie, come back and then watch my reaction. If you have watched the movie, enjoy this reaction in 3, 2, 1, and go.
कहानी की मेरी साथिया है जुबान तू ही
This reminds me of the Ludo sessions we have with our family members all the time.
है जुबान तू
Song. It just this song played at the end, and this was just a breath of fresh air, and it made the climax of the movie more impactful. It actually breaks a lot of stereotypes about what people feel about big families, what also people feel about staying together and staying in love, no matter how much problems they face together. Okay, so it's beautiful. I think in total the movie handles a lot of good topics, a lot of good issues they talk about, and definitely people should watch this movie, give it a chance, because the second half is worth it. I'm telling you, the second half overshadows all the problems it has in the first half, all the flaws it has. It also has some like stupid things, one or two things. Like there is a scene where actually you will understand when you watch the movie. I cannot just delve into the details. There's a very stupid thing that they didn't shed much light on. That was the only thing that I felt was stupid. Apart from that, the whole movie is just amazing. Just watch the movie. Go ahead and watch it. You will have a fun time. This is a fun romantic comedy movie after a long time, and I'm really happy to watch this movie. It made me happy. I feel it will make you happy as well. I'll be seeing you guys again. Till then, keep liking, subscribing, sharing. The love. Ciao.